We move along next here tonight to our cover story and an issue in the battle over which taxes to cut in Florida. The governor today threatening to veto a sales tax package that the state legislature is expected to send him. Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders is glued to all the happenings up in Tallahassee, and tonight tells us it is the latest wrench in lawmakers' efforts to pass a state budget.
Well, thank you.
Florida's governor Wednesday delivered some bad news for those wanting a sales tax cut this year. He'll veto it. At a Tampa roundtable, the governor said it benefits tourists over Floridians in that it will, quote, kill any chance to slice property taxes in the future, as Florida might not be able to afford it.
I can tell you, any Florida last tax package is going to be dead on arrival. We are not going to kneecap our ability to provide you property tax relief just so we can give a little bit of a benefit to Canadian tourists. That is not going to happen, so you can take that to the bank.
Instead, DeSantis again pitched his $5 billion rebate program for homesteaded properties, an average savings of $1,000 per home. What this means for Florida's House and Senate when lawmakers return next week is unclear.
Members, good things come to those who wait.
It comes just days after they announced a deal on a budget framework with $2.8 billion in total tax relief and $1.6 billion of it a recurring sales tax cut.
And members, this will be the largest tax cut in the history of Florida.
House Speaker Danny Perez offered this response to the veto threat, saying in part the governor's plan is a, quote, Newsom-style giveaway. And, quote, he is threatening to veto the largest state tax cut in history, and his excuse is that it limits our ability to cut local property taxes? That's bizarre. Meanwhile, the lower chamber continues investigating a property tax rollback for the 2026 ballot. The 37-member committee is spending the summer listening to everyone from homeowners to local governments.
Anything is on the table at the moment across the board. I certainly would be way early in saying we're only going to be looking at this or that, so everything is on the table at the moment.
Now, DeSantis thinks the effort is all for show, a, quote, political ploy. But Democrats say it'll help ensure public services don't get sliced.
The biggest risk is creating an impossible situation for local governments where they just cannot operate anymore and then have to disorganize themselves, have to dismantle.
That's as fellow Republicans tell us they believe in the committee's mission and the House Speaker who convened it.
I think we have a very strong speaker like we've never seen before, standing up for the House. And I think it's a good change of tone. I think it really sets the difference that we're a bicameral legislature. And the House should have a say in some of how this policy and budget occurs.
In Tallahassee, Forrest Saunders, ABC Action News.